all we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. So just as I say, we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. What will happen now? We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
On to at 5:30. Brother Jed's campus ministry came calling to the Indiana University campus fresh off of a rousing rejection of his message at DePaul University yesterday. The evangelist spoke to students in a grassy area, urging them to repent and embrace God. RTV6's Derek Thomas has that story.
There was turmoil and there was strife at DePaul University yesterday. But at Indiana University, it was spirited but tame in comparison.
Don't sodomize one another. Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth.
Brother Jed Smock says he is simply trying to get students to embrace Christianity, but his message has a definite anti-gay accent.
You are wicked, wicked, wicked. Somebody take this homosexual away.
Mikhail Savinko is one of the young evangelists who travel with Brother Jed, who seem to enjoy rallying up the students.
When people allow this to continue, when they don't stand up and try and drown him out, they are aiding and abetting him. He is coming into this campus, our campus, and harming people, doing very real harm.
I don't agree with the hatred that he's preaching, like saying like, oh, God hates homos and all this stuff. Like, no, he doesn't. That's not true. That's not what Christianity is about.
It is difficult to determine if any harm was done at IU, but there was quite a ruckus at DePaul. These are pictures of the student confrontation with the evangelist. Mock is proud of what they did.
I considered yesterday successful because we made Christianity an issue. And some of those students are going to think about why just 5 preachers got the whole campus so upset.
A lot of it can sound hateful, but I think in his heart he means to be loving. But the way it's all being delivered, I don't think is always correct.
Brother Jed promises to return to DePaul University next Wednesday. He hopes to get a better reception. In Bloomington, Derek Thomas, RTV6.
Brother Jed travels to 35 campuses a year. The 72-year-old preacher usually has a team of 4 young evangelists on those trips.
Are you aware of non-IU members delivering speeches expressing their opinions on campus?
Yes.
Are you aware of non-IUPUI affiliates delivering speeches expressing their opinion on campus?
Yes, this is a frequent occurrence.
Have you ever been personally called out by a non-IU member based on sexual orientation or appearance?
No.
Have you ever been personally called out by a non-IU member based on sexual orientation or appearance?
No.
Would a non-IU member speaking on campus make you uncomfortable?
No.
Would a non-IU member speaking on campus make you uncomfortable?
No, though I would want to know they had permission from the campus to speak. We have speakers on campus who constantly are invited to give presentations, participate in debates, etc. We also have speakers who get permission from the administration to speak. Either is fine. If speakers just randomly appear, depending on their message, it might make me uncomfortable. And if I am being completely honest, though, I wouldn't ban them. Yes, it does make me uncomfortable to hear speakers yelling messages of intolerance and hatred.
Do you think non-IU members being able to deliver speeches negatively or otherwise on campus is protected by the First Amendment?
Yes.
Do you think non-IU members being able to deliver speeches negatively or otherwise on campus is protected by the First Amendment?
Issues regarding the First Amendment are always controversial. I believe that universities ought to be in the business of respecting free speech to the fullest extent possible, but we also need to protect the interests of students, staff, and faculty on the campus when hate speech is at issue. Speech making is covered by the First Amendment at the university as much as it is anywhere else in the country, and academics should be especially invested in providing space for diverse viewpoints.
Do you think IU should remove any non-IU members negatively delivering speeches to students on campus?
No.